Hey guys, it's Josh, the Wicketkeeper Coach here. Today we are at Serious Cricket looking at 3 Gray-Nicolls keeping items from this year's range. The first one, the Legend gloves, the second, the Legend Iners, and the third, the much spoken about buckleless Pro pads. Let's have a look. Right, first, we are going to look at these Legend Iners. There's a couple of different ones in the range, but these ones are the top tier. Let's have a look. Right, popping these on, we've got a really nice strap here. Nice and big. For those that have slightly smaller wrists than me, it should be able to come around quite a long way, so you should feel that really snug fit, whatever size wrist you have. Hands-wise, these are the larger ones. And as we found out in the other Serious Cricket video that I did a while back, I have some large hands. I'm really keen on the bigger glove, the better. I have huge hands, which is a big win for me. And these fit me really nicely. My middle finger and my fourth finger just reaching the tip. I've got a little bit of room in that little finger, index finger, a little bit of room, and thumb, I've got a little bit of room as well. Not masses, not to the point where I don't feel confident catching with them, but just enough that I feel like I can sort of pull my glove down a bit just to get it really into those finger holes. In terms of padding, as I put the other one on, it even manages to go over my watch, which is impressive. In terms of padding, I really like it. I'm a big fan of the thicker the padding. I feel the more safe that I'm going to be as a keeper. Other people may not like that. And what I found is that a lot of keepers prefer slightly thinner gloves. For me, I'm all about that thickness, especially inside the palm here. That's where the ball's going to hit more often than not, and I want to be nice and secure in there. What I'm finding is that right in this thumb part here, there's a great deal of protection. And I feel that is often the place where you're going to get pinged with balls that just nibble off the seam and just get the bottom of our thumb. So it's cool that they've thought about the areas where the ball is often going to hit, the sort of pressure points that we're thinking about in terms of our hands, and trying to keep things as safe as possible. In terms of feel straight out the packet, there is no problem with these and how supple they are. They've got little stitching lines just down the fingers and onto the back of the hand. And I think that just allows for just that extra bit of movement, almost like having a couple of knuckles on the back. What it means is that I'm able to clench my fists nice and easily and then catch that ball nice and easily straight away, which is brilliant. I'm a big fan of these. I like these a lot. Let's put them into a bit of practice and see what they're like when we catch a few. Right, let's put these Iners to the test. Cricket ball on the bounce, nice and easy. Let's give it a go. Like I said, good padding in these. You'll feel it especially around that bottom of the thumb. Just allows for a nice soft take. A bit of bounce in here, love it. Easy movement with the hands as well. Nice. Keeping nicely these. Oh, feel is good. A couple more. Great stuff. One more. Nice and secure. All right, these next ones are the Gray-Nicolls Pro wicket-keeping pads. Now, a lot of chat has been made over the past couple of weeks regarding these, and it's all because they don't have a buckle on the top or on the bottom. What they have is 2 elastic Velcro straps. Now, divided a bit of opinion, but for me personally, I'm a massive fan of these. They are so cool. I've been an advocate for change when it comes to wicket-keeping pads because so many of them are so bulky. We haven't really changed much design in the past sort of 30 years, maybe even more. So for something like this to come along is a breath of fresh air. Let's pop them on and let's see what they're like. With these on, they are extremely streamlined. As you can probably see, they're really snug to my shins. They don't go massively round them, just as far as is needed. The knee pads don't go too high up. My knee sits probably just about here, which is perfect. I don't want anything to go higher than that. What I find, especially with young keepers, is when they've got big, bulky pads, as soon as they go down, their elbows are stuck between their pads because they come up so high. And what happens is, in order for them to be able to move left and right, what they have to do is turn. And all that's going to do is then close off the hands as they push towards the ball. That's a big no-no, but such a key aspect of keeping that we need to make sure that we're nice and front on and able to move left and right freely with those arms. What these allow is allow enough knee protection that if the ball comes, hits the seam, hits me on the knee, I'm protected, but also when I go down, nothing is in the way of my arms to move freely. I'm a big fan of these. Right, let's talk straps. As we know, these are buckleless pads. And what it means is that we've got two elastic straps that come round with Velcro on either side. The elasticity is large. That means that even those with really big calves are well accommodated with these. What I found is actually, even with someone as muscular calves as myself, it still gives a lot of space. So what I've done is I've gone right to the edge with our Velcro and then just folded it a touch just to make sure that there's no frilly bits sticking out. It works pretty nicely and I feel nice and secure in those. I just wonder if we can minimize or just take a slight bit of that elasticity away in order to make sure that they're really secure. But overall, I feel nice and safe. Let's put them with the Iners and let's see how we get on. Right, we've got the pads on now. I like the sleekness, like I've said before. I wonder if the Velcro on the straps could just go a little bit further round so that you can get a really nice tight fit. But let's put them to the test. Nice. The key thing is we don't want the top of the pads to get in the way of our elbows. And I like that they don't come up very high. Just cover the knee as much as we need. Nice. Ease of movement is great. I do like it, although I wish they were just a touch more secure. Okay, nice. Nice. They are. Protection-wise, not too bad. Barely felt that, which is good for the inevitable ones that I miss on a Saturday. Nice. Oh, caught. That's out. Great stuff. Right, lastly, and very much not least, is these Legend gloves. Now, these are the top of the range ones. I think the retail's about £175. They are very, very sleek, very smart. All white. You can see the Legend logo all in silver, even with the checkers on the knuckles of the glove. Right, what I will say is if you've got big hands, these are for you. But these ones are the perfect size for those with large hands. The fit is nice and snug. With those Iners on as well, that extra bit of padding, it feels good. You've got this huge cushioning at the bottom of the wrist to allow for extra protection, especially with those balls that pop up. But the feel is good. What I like is that these are nice and supple to start with. Pop them on. I can even close my hands and I'm ready to catch balls straight away. We've got an octopus grip on the glove itself. Not too pronounced with the octopus grips themselves. So it'll be interesting to see how the wear is after a few games. But we'll put that to the test in a moment. The webbing is large again. I can see myself taking a couple of absolute worldies in there. Let's put them to the test with everything together and let's see how they get on. Okay, all together now. What we're gonna do, we're gonna look at a little bit of stood up stuff to see how they fare. And then we might throw some diving work into the mix as well, just to see how they work when we catch one-handed. Bang. There is no chance of me dropping these. With the padding from the Iners and these gloves, I reckon I could catch 80. Nice. I like how they go right up my forearm. A lot of protection, a lot of security. Key thing, I can close those hands. I was talking to someone about how to keep gloves nice and supple. And they said that they had been told to slam a bat on their keeping gloves on the sofa until they became supple, which I thought was absolute madness. But we don't need to worry about that with these. Nice, a couple more. Take from me. Pads moving nicely as well. Bang. One more. Good work. Right, let's do some standing back stuff now. See if we can catch some one-handers. Right, we're going to put that webbing to the test now. We're going to take a couple of one-handers, a couple of worldies, and see how easy it is to move with these pads on as well. But the land is nice and safe, that's important. These felt good. Nice. Key thing is the ability to be able to close that glove right out the bag. Nice. Yes. Nice. Good, let's go to the other side. Left hand significantly worse than my right. Hope these gloves will help me out. Oh. And there is that webbing. Confirmed, webbing is good. Oh, and again. So massive thanks to Gray-Nicolls for sending me out this kit to have a look at. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are of these. Will you be buying them? Will you be buying a different model? Let me know. Thanks so much. Catch you in the next one.